Attraction often reveals itself in ways that words cannot fully capture. When someone is drawn to you, their feelings leak through in subtle yet unmistakable ways. These aren't the grand gestures of a romantic confession, but the small, consistent behaviors that speak volumes about how someone truly feels. From the way they look at you to the subconscious patterns they exhibit, their attraction is written in the spaces between what's said and done. Today, we'll uncover 10 psychological signs that someone secretly harbors feelings for you. These aren't the usual cliches, but deeply rooted patterns of human behavior that you can recognize if you pay close attention. 1. They prioritize you over convenience. One of the clearest signs of hidden attraction is when someone consistently puts you above their own comfort or convenience. Whether it's adjusting their schedule to align with yours or going out of their way to be available when you need support, this isn't just kindness, it's intentional prioritization driven by emotion. Psychologically, this behavior stems from a deep-seated desire to foster closeness. People who feel connected to you emotionally will naturally seek ways to integrate themselves into your life, even if it requires effort or sacrifice. For instance, they may drive hours to attend a casual event you're hosting or rearrange personal commitments to spend even a few moments with you. This prioritization is rarely random. It indicates they've placed you in a unique mental space, viewing your happiness and well-being as something worth pursuing. Even in subtle, understated ways, watch for how often someone goes out of their way for you. Their actions are often more telling than words. 2. They become visibly energized in your presence. Ever noticed how someone's mood seems to brighten the moment you walk into a room? This isn't just coincidence. It's a powerful indicator of their attraction. People who are drawn to you experience a dopamine rush simply by being around you, leading to increased energy, enthusiasm, and even a noticeable shift in their body language. This heightened energy is easy to spot. Their laughter might come more readily when you're around, or they may become more animated in conversations. It's not about performing, but rather the subconscious reaction their body has to your presence. Even their voice may change, softening or becoming more enthusiastic when addressing you. Attraction doesn't just live in the mind, it manifests in the physical and emotional changes you bring out in someone. If you find that someone consistently lights up when you're near, it's a sign that your presence affects them deeply, even if they haven't said it outright. 3. They offer subtle but frequent physical contact. Touch is one of the most intimate and revealing ways people express their feelings. When someone is secretly attracted to you, they'll look for excuses to bridge the physical gap, even in the most subtle ways. This might include a lingering handshake, a gentle touch on your arm during conversation, or brushing past you more often than necessary. Psychologically, this behavior ties back to the concept of proximal attraction, where closeness creates feelings of intimacy. These gestures are rarely accidental. They're calculated moves to test the waters and gauge your reaction. Even the lightest touch can send a strong emotional message, one that words might fail to communicate. Pay attention to these small moments of physical contact. They're often laced with a vulnerability that reveals more about their intentions than they're willing to admit out loud. They protect and advocate for you. When someone secretly harbors feelings for you, they instinctively step into the role of protector. This can manifest as speaking up for you in group settings, defending your opinions, or subtly steering conversations to highlight your strengths and downplay any criticisms directed at you. From a psychological perspective, this behavior stems from their innate desire to make you feel safe and valued. They view you as someone worth safeguarding, even if they don't consciously recognize why they're compelled to do so. This protective nature isn't limited to dramatic situations. It might show in small actions like warning you about potential challenges or offering to accompany you to an event for moral support. Their advocacy is a testament to how much they care about you. They're not just protecting your reputation, they're also showcasing their emotional investment in ways that feel natural to them. 5. They find reasons to share personal details. Attraction often drives people to share pieces of themselves that they wouldn't normally disclose to others. Someone secretly drawn to you will often seek ways to deepen your bond by opening up about their life experiences or vulnerabilities. This behavior is rooted in the psychological principle of reciprocal self-disclosure, where sharing personal information fosters emotional intimacy. By revealing their thoughts, feelings, or even past mistakes, they're subtly inviting you to connect with them on a deeper level. It's their way of saying, "I trust you enough to let you in." If you notice someone sharing parts of themselves that feel deeply personal or uniquely reserved for you, it's likely a sign of their attraction. Their openness is a reflection of how much they value your connection. 6. They overcommunicate as well. Someone secretly attracted to you might reply to your messages unusually quickly, send thoughtful follow-ups, or consistently engage with your social media posts in ways that go beyond casual interest. This isn't just about staying in touch. It's about maintaining proximity and presence in your life. Psychologically, this behavior reflects their desire to keep the connection alive, even when physical distance separates you. They might accidentally double text or send memes that remind them of you as a way of signaling their thoughts are often on you. Digital overcommunication is subtle but significant. It shows they're making an effort to stay visible in your life and nurture the bond, even from afar. 7. They mimic your interests and preferences. One of the most fascinating signs of attraction is when someone begins adopting your interests, preferences, or habits. This doesn't mean they're copying you outright, but rather that they're genuinely drawn to the things you care about because they want to feel closer to you. This behavior ties to the concept of social alignment, where people subconsciously mirror the values or hobbies of those they admire. For instance, if you mention loving a specific artist, they might start listening to their music and bring it up in later conversations. It's their way of creating shared experiences and aligning their world with yours. When someone consistently shows curiosity about the things you love, it's a sign they're invested in understanding and connecting with your world. 8. They become exceptionally reliable for you. Attraction often translates into dependability. Someone who secretly likes you will go out of their way to be there for you, no matter how big or small the request. They want to be the person you can lean on, offering their time, resources, or emotional support without hesitation. Psychologically, this behavior reflects their desire to prove their value in your life by being consistently reliable. They're showing you they're trustworthy and dependable, a cornerstone of deeper emotional bonds. If someone always shows up for you, especially when it matters most, take note. Their actions are often fueled by feelings they haven't yet put into words. 9. Their body language speaks louder than words. Even without uttering a word, someone's body language can reveal their true feelings. Subconscious physical cues often betray the emotional connection they're trying to keep hidden. When someone is secretly attracted to you, their posture, gestures, and expressions naturally adapt to align with yours. One of the most telling signs is the way they face you during conversations. They'll often orient their entire body toward you, leaning in slightly as if drawn into your personal space. Their eyes may linger on you longer than necessary, or they might mirror your movements, a subconscious way of building rapport. Fidgeting can also be a subtle indicator. They may touch their hair, adjust their clothes, or nervously play with objects when you're around, signaling heightened awareness of your presence. This non-verbal communication stems from the brain's automatic reaction to attraction. Even if they are trying to keep their feelings under wraps, their body can't help but express what's on their mind. Pay close attention to these physical signs. They're often more honest than words. 10. They remember the smallest details about you. A person who is secretly drawn to you will pay attention to even the tiniest details of your life, details that most others would overlook. They'll remember your favorite coffee order, the story behind your childhood nickname, or that random fact you casually mentioned weeks ago. This isn't mere politeness. It's their way of showing you how much you matter to them. From a psychological perspective, this hyper-attention stems from their emotional investment. People are naturally more attuned to those they feel connected to, and this heightened focus is their way of demonstrating care and interest. For example, they might surprise you with a thoughtful gift that aligns perfectly with your tastes, or recall a conversation you didn't think they were even paying attention to. This level of attentiveness goes beyond typical friendship behavior. It shows that they're not just listening to you, they're cherishing every word and using it to strengthen the bond they secretly hope to build. If you've made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the more video that you see on the channel. Thanks for watching.